In the middle of the night, the village was quiet. But by morning, 12 children were gone. No one heard a sound. No one saw anything. Just empty sleeping mats and mothers crying under the trees. This happened in West Africa, many years ago, during the time of the transatlantic slave trade. It was a time when African people were taken from their homes by force, put on ships, and sold in faraway places like America and the Caribbean. This went on for hundreds of years. It happened in many places: Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Benin, and others. This is the story of what happened in one small village, near the coast of present-day Benin Republic. The village was called Agbodji. It was small, quiet, and full of farms and palm trees. The people were traders and fishermen. They lived simple lives. They spoke the Fon language. They had their own customs and festivals. But what they didn't know was that they were being watched. Not by white men, but by their own people, Africans who had made deals with slave traders. Some kings and chiefs at that time, especially in Dahomey, now Benin, had started selling prisoners of war, or even their own people, in exchange for guns, mirrors, cloth, and rum. The people of Agbodji had no idea their village was on the list. One night, while everyone was asleep, a group of armed men came into the village. They were led by warriors from a nearby kingdom, who worked for a local chief. They moved fast and quiet. They didn't burn houses or make noise. They went for the children. They had been told by the chief that young ones were easier to sell, easier to control. They picked 12 children between the ages of 8 and 14. Some were taken with ropes. Others were carried away half asleep. By morning, they were gone. The villagers looked for them. They ran into the bush. They searched the river. Nothing. It was only after days that one farmer saw footprints leading to the old slave route near the coast. Then they understood. Their children had been sold. The children were taken to a slave market near the city of Wida. There, they were kept in chains. They were not allowed to talk. They were made to walk long distances, through the forest, past swamps, all the way to the sea. There was a place called the Tree of Forgetting. Boys were made to walk around it 9 times. Girls, 7 times. They were told it would make them forget their home, their names, and their language. After that, they were taken to the beach, where ships were waiting. The beach was called the Point of No Return. Once you crossed it, you never came back. Many of those children never saw Africa again. Some died on the ship. Others survived and ended up on farms in Brazil, Haiti, Cuba, and America. They were given new names. Made to work from sunrise to night. Whipped if they cried. Forbidden to speak their language. But somehow, some of them remembered. They passed down songs, foods, and secret words from their childhood. And even generations later, in places like Bahia, Brazil, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and Charleston, USA, traces of African villages like Agbodji still live on, in the drums, the names, and the prayers. Today, if you go to Wida, you can still walk that same path. The Tree of Forgetting is still standing. The Point of No Return still faces the sea. And every year, people come from all over the world, black people from the Caribbean and America, to place flowers, cry, and remember those who were taken. This story is not fiction. It is one of thousands. The transatlantic slave trade took over 12 million Africans between the 1500s and 1800s. Many died. Many survived. All were changed. And villages like Agbodji still carry the silence of children who never came home.